NuMainstream Talks. Today we have Cora Love, which is me, which is my birthday, which is awesome. We have me.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my fucking awesome birthday, and you guys can follow me and tell me happy birthday on my Instagram at cookie_crumb_ or on Twitter, Cora Love. I don't really get much on Facebook, but you can also follow me on there, Cora Love. And we have our other amazing, beautiful host.
Yeah. Thank you. We're beautiful today, Javon.
Y'all are beautiful people.
She was talking about me. She was calling me beautiful.
Actually, you know.
I'm the beautiful one.
Oh, yeah, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm the grimy one.
Yeah.
You're the grimy one?
We got the yin and the yang and shit. Nah, but you already know who it is, man. It's the radio guy. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at RADILGUY with the underscore at the end. And we got the big dog right here.
The Phantom 336. That's DAFANTOM 336. Go ahead and follow me everywhere. All right.
For sure, man. As y'all know, the world knows right now. We got some sad news to start us off with, unfortunately. The death of rapper 33-year-old Nipsey Hussle. He died in his hometown, man, right in front of his store, which is crazy, in his own city, man, around his own people, which is you know, something we really got to talk about. It's an issue. It is an issue. And there's been some talk of conspiracy. There's been some talk of, you know, whatever. And we'll get into that. But first and foremost, let's just talk about the facts and just what happened and what's going on right now that we know. So how do y'all feel about it, you know, as it sits right now?
Well, first of all, get a little more in the headphones, but my bad. First, it sound like Jay-Z right there.
Right. Come me up in the phone.
But first of all, man, like, yo, man, that was like the last, like, he wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah, that
as
was
far as
I
like
got
being in that kind of danger, man.
Yeah,
That's just crazy, man. Like, yeah, we all know he was a gang member, Crip, all of that, but you know, definitely left that life behind, like a while, long time ago by now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, with everything he's doing in his community, like trying to build it up and, you know, talking about real estate, talking about ways to invest and all of that, and teaching the other people around him, you know, that too. It just actually sucks, bro, to lose somebody like that. For sure.
He was fucking awesome in my book. I have like a lot of friends who like listen to his music. I don't listen to a lot of his music, which I know y'all gonna kill me for that. But
not
you
necessarily.
okay? Because it's more so what he represented than the music.
I'm not gonna kill you in this sense, because like you said, I think his message is more important than the music. He had a very good album last year. Victory Lap was very good.
That
But prior
came out
to
last
that,
year?
that was last year.
Wow.
But prior to that, a lot of people didn't really, you know who he was and know what he stood for, or whatever. Nipsey was a forward thinker. He was somebody who, you know, didn't, he was way smarter than what he looked. It was somebody who, like, hey, if you looked at him when he first came out, he was like, oh, he's just another gang bang. Ain't gonna be nothing special. As soon as he opened his mouth, you knew, like, this guy got something.
Sure.
He's going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what I think separated him. His mind is what separated him.
Yeah, I really like how he tried to, as far as what I've known about him, I like how he tried to help out with the community and like help bring up LA, help bring out just like anything. Because I heard like before all this happened, he was trying to set up a meeting with the LAPD police to stop like gang violence and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It was supposed to be today, actually, the meeting. So everybody was just devastated about that.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, just prayers to the family. Lauren London obviously is probably distraught.
Yeah, so you see the video she made?
Yeah,
she made a video.
She made a video like, she pretty much is on the side of the whole conspiracy theory thing. Pretty much, she was like crying in the video, like if y'all can't see by now, like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And talking about, you know, they trying to stop the progress of what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
yeah, and I mean, and like I said, and it's crazy because Lil Boosie kind of foreshadowed a thing like this happening, and he talked about kind of the history of things like this happening as well. As far in his interview with Vlad, I don't know if y'all saw that, but he said you get the most hate in your own hometown where you're from. Those are people who hate you the most.
Right.
Because, you know, everybody else around, when you travel and go to different places, they see you on TV. These are people who see you, you know, whatever, on social media. The people who are in your hometown see you all the time, and they grew up with you, and now they see that you're getting money. So it's different. It's envy there at home. It's envy at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He says, so home isn't always as good as people think it is, and that's where a lot of people die. People lose their life at home. Right. You know what I'm saying? Around their own people, around their own family, quote unquote, people who they thought were family, right? And so that's crazy just to think about like that.
And me and my boy was talking about that the other day, as far as like how to balance that, right? Because you love your people, right, naturally, but then like once you start getting the money, like is giving back and staying in the hood and like trying to better a hood that sometimes you're the only one that kind of wanted to be better because you see all these great things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the people in the hood kind of don't have your back, man. There ain't no loyalty in the streets anymore.
And especially somebody who
has been.
Yeah, and especially from somebody who, like you said, who doesn't have that same mindset because they haven't hit a come up and they're not in the same monetary position. I mean, I tweeted today that it's a quote from 24 Hours, which is a musical artist. He said, "Money's not everything, but it buys you everything." And that's very true. And then you think about that, like people say, "Oh, money doesn't buy happiness," whatever. It kind of does in a sense. You know what I'm saying? People are a lot happier. You're a lot happier when that check hit. When your money hit on Friday.
I have been hella broke, bro.
And are you happy? Are you like, yeah, I'm broke? Hey, y'all trying to go out tonight? Let's do it. No,
that's what I'm saying.
No, nobody acts like that. Like the reality of the situation.
I mean, I wouldn't say that the money buys the happiness, but
it makes you feel better.
That like the freedom and the knowing that you feel.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So it don't have to be like millions, but it could be like a few thousand.
Peace of mind. Yeah.
Right. Rent's covered, lights is covered. I can buy stuff for my kids.
Yeah, I'm not talking about floss. I'm just saying, just knowing that you're okay. And people, like you said, in the hood don't even have that.
Right.
They don't even have the ability to say that we're okay.
And that's
right. And but that's what keeps them stuck, though. You see what I'm saying? Like the fact that you can't pay your bills and the fact that you have to go trap to make this type of money. It's called the trap for a reason, right? Right. The trap is a place, and the trap is also the whole hood in general is a trap as well.
Right.
That's the thing. Young Jeezy was the one that brought it up and called the whole hood the trap. Before the trap was just a building, right? But the thing is, like, it's a trap because you really does push you in.
It's a cycle.
It's a system, right?
You're gonna keep going back around.
And that's what people don't understand. When you don't have the money, you got to go get the money. How do you go get the money? You do it illegally. Then you get caught. Then you know what I'm saying? It's snowball.
For us, the cycle has snowballed so much that it's fucking generational, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
I mean, generationally in families, like of being on this level throughout. You know what I'm saying? For years. Yeah. Since about 50s, 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And that brings me to the point of the split that's happened. So social media, if you haven't been paying attention to social media after the shooting, it's kind of split into two sides of this thing, right? So there's a side of, hey, it is what it is. It's the hood. It's, something catching back up to him as far as maybe blood, whatever. Another Crip that had an issue, whatever. Some gang-related issues. The other side is looking a little deeper and saying that it's conspiracy. They're saying, oh, it's government. It's whatever. They wanted to kill him before he made these great moves and the documentary was coming out. So I'm interested to see what side you all are taking on that.
Well, I'm the conspiracy guy.
For sure.
But anyway, like real talk, right? We don't have any evidence of, I know they showed the surveillance.
The surveillance did drop today, yeah.
With the scuffle and then him falling to the ground and everything. But at the same time, you still can't say that that's not paid for. When you got that money, like it ain't nothing. If I'm a pharmaceutical company or the government and I'm like, hey, I meet with your own kind. And you think they're not going to take that money if they already about that life?
The only issue I have with that is, well, first, what you think, Laura?
I think that it's more of it could be both, a both kind of situation, but I think I'm headed towards more of the hood because his last post
niggas do be hating though.
His last post
what did he say? Enemies, he said.
It's a blessing to have strong enemies.
That was his last tweet. So. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's the thing.
But enemy could be anything.
And
somebody
that's true
against
too.
you.
Yeah,
however,
true.
My whole issue with that whole Dr. Sebi situation is I feel like I don't know if that documentary would have brought us any new information that we didn't already have. That's the thing.
Understand
that's the angle I'm taking because I don't think that it was gonna be something that was like boom, here's something that we didn't know before. Well, because if you know anything about that whole situation, you've read up on it. You knew he was a herbalist. You knew, you know what I'm saying. You knew the age he died. You knew, these are things that were common knowledge.
But that court case, he was spotlighting on that court case though. The fact that he won.
I was gonna say though, Javon.
I was interested to see what angle they're taking
because me and you are pretty cultured and pretty educated, so we might. No, you are too. But I'm saying, so like we might be up on that, but I'm saying I don't know if.
Today's society,
is really up on it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that.
So like sometimes I agree with that. Yo, we already knew that, but then like
there's a whole group of people that don't even know who he is.
Who really did not know.
You're right.
And he using his hip hop influence to shed a light on something that maybe the conscious community is in on the gag, but hip hop ain't really in on it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, I think Dr. Sebi was like more like, cause like I keep thinking about the Left Eye thing. Like every time it comes up, it's like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
yo, once she said I want to come back and say something about you, I want to use my platform to expose what you're doing. Look how much more people that impacts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but the thing too is, and that's the thing, because like, okay, if we're gonna do the conspiracy thing, then do it all the way around, because the thing about it for me is that I feel like he was doing the entrepreneurship and the doing the housing and things like that he was trying to teach was more important to our community and to people on a eye-to-eye level.
But that's
obviously
that's not impacting billions of dollars though.
And I get that, and I do get that.
That's not billions. We're talking bees, man.
But again, though, I feel like there was enough people that were privy to that information before the documentary came out that they would have already stopped it if that was. We knew about this. This was, I mean, a couple years ago we knew about
but
this.
But even like they talk.
So with the gang or whatever, so take conspiracy out of it, because that's what I'm trying to. Hold up. I'm trying to take conspiracy out of it, right? But then the question is like, why would any gang members want to kill him though? Like, there's really no.
Because it goes back. Because like
they tie flags together.
It goes back to, and that's why both sides have a argument. Because I'm on the side of, as of right now at least. Until I see this documentary and until I see this information that's provided, then I can say, okay, well, this is something different. This is something that was withheld. This is something that, this needed to get out. Or is it, it's something I already knew, whatever. That's going to be my difference. Okay. But as of right now, I'm on the side of, it was hood shit. It was hate. It was whatever.
Some envy.
Right, so, because the thing is,
but they didn't even try to rob them. They
and
just
that's fine.
Straight up executed
and that's fine. They, the same way they didn't rob Chinks. They didn't rob Chinks. They didn't rob Frank.
But you look at Chink's situation, like that was conspiracy around that one too.
They didn't rob. You know, it was a lot of people they didn't rob. I
mean, he was.
I mean,
the martyr for French Montana success. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that had to take it so that he can sacrifice, what they call it.
A sacrifice. I was just about to say
so
that.
You believe in that Illuminati?
He also Illuminati. But look, let me take this though. Let me finish. I didn't take my angle. So look, let me tell you this.
Sorry.
Us as a culture, we have to stop making, and I said this off air, I'm going to say it on air. We have to stop making excuses for our own downfalls, though. Things that we create. And those are things that are very real, because us as a community and as a culture, we quickly take a leap and say, oh, superstition, oh, this, oh, conspiracy, oh, the devil, oh, whatever. No, when it's things that we create, when it's things that we can stop. And people say, oh, and the PD tweeted, the LAPD came out and tweeted, they have a suspect now for the shooting. They came out and tweeted that. So, whatever. And I got people telling me, y'all, so you trust the PD now? Now you want to trust the police?
Hey,
and I'm gonna tell you this. And my comeback to that was the police. They're like, oh, the police are corrupt in LA. They're known for being corrupt in LA, whatever. The police of Chicago are known for being corrupt. But did the police turn Chicago into Chirac? No, that was us. We turned Chicago into Chirac with gang violence and with shooting each other and putting a gun in a 9-year-old's hands and telling him to go hop off the porch. That was us.
You preaching?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
He right.
I'm just saying. Right. So that's why I'm taking this angle, because at a certain point it has to be an accountability.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Because conspiracy and this and
sound like an excuse.
That's an excuse.
Yeah. It is.
And until it's proven and until it comes out, and then I'll say, you know what? You damn right. They fucking conspiring against us. I hate them white crackers. But until then,
you don't have to hate the white.
I'm just saying. But until then, sorry. But until
I understand what you mean.
But until then, no, seriously. But until then, we have to take responsibility for our own actions. We have to.
But no, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I totally agree with you as far as accountability.
I'm gonna need that snippet. That whole thing I just said. I'm gonna need that for Twitter. Thank you.
But yeah, because we are our worst enemy, bro.
Yeah.
We really are, man.
Yeah.
And so many times we pass the buck, man, for real.
And that's the thing. We want so bad for somebody to be coming to get us, and we're getting our damn selves. Like
we are.
There's situations where like we could get ourselves out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're so ready and waiting for somebody to lead us to the promised land. And like, bro, we can take ourselves out of these problems.
So that's cool as a culture, right? So with Nipsey Hussle himself, who actually practiced what you're preaching right now, like tried to get himself out and actually did it.
Yeah.
And still tried to better everybody else around him on top of that, right?
Yeah.
So that's my thing about the whole with the crabs in the barrel thing. Like, is it that important to come back to your hood and build it up if the niggas you building up ain't really trying to fucking be built up?
And that's what I'm saying. Can you really be mad at somebody that really leaves the hood? Can you be mad at that? As somebody that says, yo, fuck this, I'm getting my bread and I'm out. You can't be mad at that, bro, because when you see situations like this where people die and they try to help.
That's what make me the maddest.
Like, it makes you want to say, fuck the hood. Like, I'm out. It makes you want to say that.
That's what made me the maddest, because he really was trying to
do that.
And
that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Like, try to be unique and different and say, fuck what anybody got to say, because I know there's a lot of people in this industry that be like, yeah, don't go back to your hometown. Yo, don't go back to your hometown. But I feel like he was trying to, he stayed. I feel like he was trying to make it happen, trying to create a better world, and not just like
that's super dope, man, and respect to him for doing that. What I do hope, just for the sake of the community, this probably sounds weird, but I really do hope it wasn't niggas from his own hood who had something to do with this shit. I do hope it was conspiracy. So that would make me feel better about the situation. Like, instead of like...
But I think that's what Javon's saying. We pacifying ourselves.
Right.
I get what he's saying.
Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, shit. It's crazy, though, man. Like, a nigga actually trying to do good and still get killed.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the ugly reality, bro. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For somebody who, you know what I'm saying, has, thankfully, but some people who have never been around that type of environment. Right. Or some people who, you know what I'm saying, be thankful for that. But if you haven't been through that and you haven't been around people who are in those types of activities and who really will grab a gun and go ride on somebody, like that's real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so somebody who's not been around it, you don't quite understand that, this is a reality. This is something that happens like that. You lose people every year and have to move on with your life. You just be like, it's cool.
Man,
I lost another one.
It really ain't no loyalty in these streets, though, bro. Like, that's the thing that...
At all, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. God would just have to work with me on it. If I make some money, rather what I should do with it, how I would make a difference. Because I am about making a difference. Yeah. But when you see shit like that, that'd be like, damn, bro. Like, what the fuck is a difference to be made? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think, you know what I'm saying, it's people who put business, it's all small businesses in the hood. They don't try to, you know what I'm saying, unless they're gentrifying. Right, if it's no gentrification going on, it's no big business. Ain't nobody doing no big business in the hood because they know the environment. They know what's going on around. So they're not going to try to grow there because they know the mindset of the people that's around. You know what I'm saying? Man, so it's like, until we fix ourselves, bro.
We got to take better care of each other, man, for real. Everybody who supposedly is mourning Nipsey Hussle's death, make sure that you be on some Nipsey Hussle type shit. Like, don't be over here like, he was a real nigga, he's a real G, all of that. Yeah, he is a real G, but look what he did, though. Right. After being a crip and being in the streets, he turned to positivity. Why do you think that is? You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely get on some Nipsey Hussle type shit instead of just talking about how you miss his music or you miss what he was doing for the community. Now it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like,
that's a call to action, man. It's a charge right there.
For real, though.
Yeah, so definitely a sad situation, man. R.I.P. Nip. And just, you know what I'm saying, like pray for the family, for real, because that's hard. Like, Lauren Lennon really lost, you know what I'm saying, like her half. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's crazy.
It was like inseparable.
You know what I'm saying, they had a kid and all that stuff, so he was, you know what I'm saying, even a father figure to the other, to the kid, Lil Wayne's kid, he was even, you know what I'm saying, with him. Crazy. You know what I'm saying, so I mean, I don't know. It's a sad situation. Unfortunately, more sad news moving forward. And coming from California again, a couple of days ago, the video release of that rapper that we talked about, Willie Bo was his name, out of California. Real name was William McCoy, and he was from Cali. You know what I'm saying? He was at a Taco Bell. He was stopped and asleep at the Taco Bell. They say he was in drive at the Taco Bell. They called the police because it was a suspicious car. They didn't know what was going on. The lights were on, all of that. So the cops appeared, and as we all saw in the video, everybody here saw the video, just like we talked about, they ended up shooting him, and it was really for no reason. It was for no reason.
Shot him?
And just you didn't see it before you got here, but crazy amount of shots, and then after that, asked to see his hands. Subsequently, it's almost laughable.
They might have shot him like
crazy,
12 times the first time. Yeah, and then still telling him to put his hands up. Yeah,
like how? How am I logically gonna put my physically gonna? And put then my hands
they went
up?
Around to the front of the car and shot through the front windshield.
Yep.
So they didn't see what was going on or anything.
No, because they started shooting because he moved, and the police felt threatened. They said that he didn't. Number one, he felt threatened because he didn't respond. Excuse me, which made the police call for backup after he didn't respond. So first, and Drew can attest to that. We watched the video. He said it looks open. The door is open. It's open. Okay.
For real.
The other cop got there. He said, "Pull it on the handle. Oh, it's locked." That's the first thing. So why is it open or locked? Which one? Like which one is it? That's Like, I don't know who's training these cops to assess these situations, but I mean you are 2 feet away from a door and you can't tell if it's open or locked.
Crazy.
These are people we trust our lives with, and the people that we like. I just don't.
That was supposed
to trust situation. And just seeing it is like completely different than reading the article. Like seeing that,
man, that's the difference, sucks, man. Because they don't protect and serve us, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? Because I know you've experienced being approached by a cop as a black man.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen them approach a white person? Do you see the difference?
Yeah, it's a respect.
Have y'all ever seen the difference?
That we don't get. Yeah, it's a respect. Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
There was a video of white people getting beat up.
And that's
the thing, and it's anomalies. Like, I'm not gonna say every cop is. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, yo, no, every cop is bad. And like my uncle's a cop. Like I know people who are cops. Like it is. I mean, and they do great work. But then there's also very bad cops. Like you know what I'm saying that are terrible.
That narcissism we're talking about.
Own a badge or a gun.
It's a job. It's a job at the end of the day. This is the thing. They need to assess them better, bro.
Yeah, mentally.
Like somebody with like anxiety issues and stuff like that do not need to be having a badge and a gun. Yeah. Like it's so many people who probably should not have that.
Need to look at military history for like PTSD or things like that. Man, no, you're not gonna be a cop. Like it's so many people who come home from being in the military. And then, okay, I'm a cop now. Yeah. Whatever, and they already are on edge. You just came from shooting people who really are a threat. Right. I'm not a threat. You don't gotta take your gun out at me at the bowling alley. Like I'm cooling. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I just had a homeboy yesterday. He came back from the military. He was like, it really fucked me up. Like it really fucked me up.
Yeah.
So his head was all everything.
Yeah, I had a few friends.
Yeah,
who were military.
Definitely.
One of them died actually. I don't know. Wow. We don't even know if it was suicide or not. But they most times do come back with issues, whether you see them on the surface or not.
Right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is real. Like niggas be seeing people get blown up, like all that shit.
It's crazy.
But anyway.
But those type of people definitely I don't think should be cops. Just that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as you said, the assessment needs to be deeper. It needs to be a deeper assessment.
I don't know how they would do it, but
And if it could trigger and they could just snap.
I mean, we've seen it happen plenty of times.
I mean, for the most part, I don't even know if it's snapping for the police in most cases.
Yeah, it's like abuse
I think it's
of power.
A general fear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Preconceived notion.
Yeah.
Yep.
General fear and detachment as well. Like, if your neighborhood that you've grown up in and you've been around all of your life is particularly white, suburban, whatever the case may be, right? You pretty much don't know many black people really. You know what I'm saying? Then I can't. I don't really have any attachment to somebody that I see that looks like Javon. He's like just.
Yo,
I think you're pretty, Javon. So it's like, if I'm gonna be policing Smith Homes, most likely I need to be the type of person who knows about that environment.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Does your English teacher teach you math? No. Like, they're both teachers. Yes, they are both teachers. However, they are, you know what I'm saying, they are well versed in certain subjects.
Facts.
Because it's two separate environments. We have a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, in the black community, we have a lot of soul emotions, and we might play even when we playing it's maybe a little more aggressive. It may come off different. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. Understand it. You know what I'm saying? People who don't understand the body language and the way that we
mannerism is everything. Talking with your hands.
They may feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's just, oh man, I'm just shooting the shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Even how we talk, we could be talking and like arguing over sports. They'll be like, oh, it's a fight. These two guys like,
wait a minute, shut up, man. You don't know nothing about LeBron.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't know how to take it.
In each other's face, but we're not going to fight. I'm not about to shoot you. Like,
it'll just literally be a friendly argument. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just passionate. And because from whatever distance, like he was saying, it's already distance created because of the culture. Like, oh, you was raised here, we was raised here.
Right.
Our mannerism, the way we act, is going to look different from afar. So because there's black cops and they grow up in the hood and they then police the neighborhood, it's like you don't see as many of these type of issues.
Right.
But when you have another cop from, like, say you can drive around on your birthday, go to Adams Farm and just drive around, like the cops gonna pull you over, and just like this shit, I'm telling you. Don't believe me. Go check it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm saying, like, that shit that's happened to me. Like, I'm in a suburban ass town, and it's a girl who I'm talking to. She black, but her parents got the come up. So they got balconies on their crib. I'm driving around trying to find the crib. I got pulled over, like, yo, what you doing around here? It's like, I don't know where I'm even going. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally lost. But because I'm unfamiliar with the area, and then they're unfamiliar with me, it's going to look a certain way. And then he walked up with his guns on his hip and everything. I mean, like, with his gun unholstered, like, he's ready, like, for anything that's about to pop off. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm literally lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that type of thing. Like, but he going to look at it like, oh, because we had some break-ins, or we could da-da-da-da, or neighborhood watch. And they got situations like that in their neighborhoods. Neighborhood watch. People like, there was a car passing by. Y'all see this car on it? They'll call the people. Anybody know this motherfucker? No, call the cops. Wow. You feel me? So it's like,
man, I've been pulled over. I done had guns pulled out on me by police.
Bruh,
I've been wrongfully arrested and charged by police.
Facts.
I had like so many instances. And look, for the most part, I'm a law-abiding citizen, right?
Right.
I done been stopped by I done been stopped by undercover cops. Like just to ask me questions.
Facts.
Like, you know, like real talk, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
what you be doing? How you stop by the
No, it's just
suspicion.
Reasonable. What they call it?
Really,
reasonable
like,
suspicion. Like,
dead serious.
Yeah, like I said, I got followed home the other day from High Point to Jamestown, where I stay in Jamestown, because I just got my new car, 30-day tags. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I was going to Zaxby's, and I stopped at this stoplight. He was beside me. It was a trooper. He was beside me, so you know they can follow you anywhere. They can go wherever you go. Yeah. So I stopped, and I had my music up. I'm not about to turn my music down because I'm at the stop. I was bumping. It was a good day, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so he got behind me, started following me, and I'm like, bro, look at this shit right here. He wasn't even in my lane. Like, the other lane was to turn and get on the highway. He followed me straight. Like, got out of that lane to follow me. Followed me all the way home until he saw me turn in, and he kept going. I was like...
Are you
and the thing is, I watched him. But the reason why I knew he was following me was because when I pulled into my apartment complex, we have like a key or whatever, so he couldn't get in after me because he was like car links by. It shuts like as soon as you go in.
Yeah.
So when I turned and I looked, he stopped at the stoplight and did a U-turn and turned around and went back. And went back onto the highway. I said,
that's how it be, man. It's real out here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing, man. I seen a post talking about that too, as far as black men, how unprotected we are. And at the end of the day, I was like, damn, that's really true, bro. Like, just being a black man, you already are born with so many enemies, man.
Yeah, y'all got it rough.
I mean, but at the end of the day, fuck all that shit, because I'm now the victim. I ain't gonna play the victim role. But I do notice the shit, though. Don't get me wrong. But, yo, at the end of the day, you know why, though? It's because we so fucking valuable.
Every guy in here pat yourself on the back.
Hell yeah, man.
You too, Drew. Pat yourself on the back, Drew.
You too.
We gotta do more of it to each other, especially from our black women. Like, we need that encouragement. Like, every other culture of women give their men the props and them praises that lifts them up to go get it. Like, we're torn down by our own people and our black women. You know what I'm saying? We're looked at as like, yo, the black man ain't shit. Black women goes be with, no offense, Drew, white guys and all other cultures, and they value them more. We're the least valued individual outside of the black woman, and then we do it to each other. They played us against each other, like
each other.
You know what I'm saying. And that is because they know our true power. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, so that's the problem. It's more psychological than anything.
Man, if you don't think that you have power as a black person, man, just look at society, bro, and you will see everything in this culture we created, right? Every form of music, and now hip hop is in everything, right? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop is the biggest. Hip hop is the biggest
exactly.
thing.
It's pop culture now.
Biggest form of
then
music.
Outside of that, then you got fashion.
Yeah.
They bite us down with the fashion. Everything, bro. That's how valuable we are.
Right.
Black Panther came out. Look at how much it sold, bro.
Now look at how much they invested into movies that are similar or like that are black superhero characters. You know what I'm saying?
Black
like
cast and everything like
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
They see the money sign on it now. It's like
it's like they doing it like that.
So that's why I'm saying, man, we need to leave that. What you talk about, the hood mentality and all that nigga shit. Leave that alone, man. Black excellence. That's all it's about, man. Do something dope and become successful at what you're doing, man. And like, leave all that bullshit alone.
That's
real
talk.
But anyway.
All right, y'all. Moving forward now. That's good. That was good. Make sure you get that snippet too.
And then just a snippet of me smiling.
Okay.
Anyway, so Jussie Smollett, man, all charges are dropped.
You dabbed your nose up today, so we'll use it.
No facts. How you feel about that, man? That's crazy.
The charges.
All his charges got dropped.
Apparently,
they said they didn't have
sufficient evidence.
Yeah, sufficient evidence to charge him. They didn't think it was gonna stick. So
well, at the end of the day,
that's crazy.
At the end of the day, I'm happy for Jussie. Good for him. I ain't saying he shouldn't have been charged, but hey, he got away with it. Fuck
he
it.
Still ain't on Empire.
He off, right?
He off Empire. Well, that's good because he definitely needed to lose his job.
He deserved it. He
deserved that.
That's some kind of punishment.
He do deserve that.
Yeah.
But yo, it was stupid.
Why he deserve to lose that?
Y'all
think he's still alive?
Of the Year award.
No, don't get a year. not don't get a day. I need Charlamagne to give him don't get a year.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody can top that this year.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't even think Kanye can top that.
Yeah. He's still sitting
Yeah.
He's still sitting up there saying it's true. He's like, I ain't never lied. It happened.
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
like,
That's
it's wild. That's wild.
Give it up. Give it up.
I am mad that they didn't stick because you know how I felt about it. You know, I wanted his ass to go down. Like I was like, Jussie, get your ass. Because the thing is,
I guess he made the light skinned niggas look bad, bro.
For real, bro. Like, why couldn't it be a dark nigga doing some shit? Now I'm playing.
Dark skinned niggas don't do shit like that.
Dark skinned people don't get caught.
You see us dividing ourselves, but we just talked about
it. That's why I'm laughing. Like,
it's all
you see us dividing us.
We just playing.
For real, tripping. Surreal wouldn't have done that, bro. Like, Surreal.
Man, I wouldn't, bro. Like,
and the thing is, though, I'm mad because me and you know how we felt about the situation. And we even, like, defended him at first. We were fighting.
Man,
remember,
I was like, man, that's fucked up.
We was like, man, it's messed up, but you can't do that just because somebody, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Just because you don't agree with somebody. It was like, man, you know what I'm saying, I don't agree with it, but I wouldn't have beat his ass for it. I wouldn't, like, we were, like, on his side. And so the fact that they turned out to be a lie, I'm just like, bro, I wasted my time, my breath, man. Like, my, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and y'all put a lot of energy into that.
He's a lame.
He's a lame. For real.
That
shit shocked
So,
me.
speaking of movies, we did just talk about movies. Us movie is Jordan Peele's second major movie, going crazy. A lot of people, I'm getting mixed reviews. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's not that they don't like it, they're saying they were confused by it.
I was confused
I understood it.
with the message. I understand it, but I'm also confused.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you something on YouTube.
Yeah, send me that because I watched it. I didn't get to watch any reviews or
that they
messages were and none of that explanation.
Yeah, it's probably one of the movies you really got to pay attention to.
If you don't think anything about Jordan Peele, he's very into messages. And into, you know what I'm saying? Showing you things that like you gotta watch it.
Subliminal type shit. Don't tell. I didn't see it.
We ain't gonna tell you about the movie. I mean, you saw it. We ain't gonna say what the movie was about all the way through, but the synopsis of it was about a family, you know what I'm saying, who basically they got doubled. You know what I'm saying? It was like another family. Doppelgangers came to attack their family pretty much. But it's a deeper, you know what I'm saying, meaning and all of that about it.
I heard it's a true story.
So what?
What the?
It was a true story. Someone mom did witchcraft or something, and then like end up cloning the whole family. And then
Where?
Laugh and get you. Hold on, I'm gonna just get this. Laugh and get you. Laugh and get you. We need that. We need that soundbite.
Where and when did this happen?
I just want to know why.
Anyway,
what the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, go ahead. She tripping. Anyway,
in Arkansas.
Back to our intelligent conversation. Go ahead. After you, sir.
What was the overall?
It's a true story.
On the surface, what was the symbolism?
So basically, like fighting ourselves type right. Situation.
Okay, I got you.
And then it was some different pairings, like different things. So
it was stuff about U.S. right?
Yeah,
about America in general.
Yes, and then it was like it was a lot of parallels about he used the main lady. What's her name?
The sexy
Lupita
she's fine. She's so fine.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, he used her for a reason. Yes. Her being darker skin, he used that. That was a reason he used her. I'm gonna let you look at it because once you see it, you can be like, bro. Like Jordan Peele's different. He's really different.
I'm gonna watch it, whatever you show me. Then I'm gonna go see it again.
I think I'm gonna see it again too.
I had terrible seats at the theater. That might be like, man, I was right in the front row,
couldn't catch everything.
Literally right in front of the screen. So I'm like having to really look like over here to see the left side, over here to see the right side.
And the first week was second grossing highest in the United States. For the weekend actually it was 33 million, right behind Dumbo. So that's cool. What? They served 33.
Now what's the other movie you said?
Dumbo.
With the cartoon, the elephant.
But no, back to us really quick. It's a great thing what he's doing though. I think like he's dope. Right now. I want him to keep going because I like the theme of these movies, bro. Like I really like. Something that I saw real quick. I'm gonna let you go. But one thing that somebody said that was crazy on Twitter that made me really think about it crazy. They said they look at his movies like a J. Cole album. They said if you come looking at it at face value, you're gonna be disappointed every time. Right. And I say, yo, that's crazy because the thing is like it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be other things you gotta look at.
I do feel that.
He also did.
So
Get Out. Get Out.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about? People, I guess he got a little flat because he was saying he doesn't see himself casting a white.
That's what I was saying.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that because I mean we were not cast for years purposely. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or typecast.
You know how much?
Or typecast.
I mean, even now, outside of his movies and outside of like a couple of other movies, Quentin Tarantino or somebody, like, you know how hard it is to be, you know, a man as a black person, a lead role? That's.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel him as far as like his reasoning too. He's just like, man, we already seen that
movie. I was about to bring that up.
Exactly. Because I feel like it's fucked up because if it was the other way around.
It has been for years.
It's been there.
It is the same. It's like that now.
He literally just came out and was like,
we was about to boycott the Oscars. Do you remember we was about to boycott the Oscars a year or two ago?
No.
Because of that? There's no black movie.
There were no black
actors on the...
People were talking about,
either way, there might be a good opportunity for him to have, like, somebody that's just not black to be on his movies. Like I understand.
I mean, Get Out had plenty of white people.
I don't even.
There's a white lead role.
Get Out had plenty of white people in it. It had plenty of white people.
Technically, I don't think it's.
There's only two black people.
Right. I think he's just doing it because I don't even think it's not technically all the way just because of black power. It's more so because
we already did
make
that.
The same shit everybody already making things.
Like, and I just like the way
he wants it to be different.
He wants it to be different. Like just the way he's approaching his movies in general, like I'm running to see those movies, like bro.
Like for me with Jordan Peele, even if he did have a white lead role, I'd still watch it.
Yeah,
because the way
it's about Get Out and the other white.
And
people.
The thing is,
I'm saying a lead role in this instance, but I'm talking about what he's formerly saying about not having no white people as his
lead role.
So like for his
He said he's not gonna cast. Is he gonna?
He said he doesn't see.
I'm not talking about Get Out right now. I'm not saying anything about that. Future movies, I'm saying there could be other opportunities than just black people being on his thing. But I mean, that's his crazy.
But he ain't looking for no. He create an opportunity. That's the difference with him.
That's the difference.
Was you mad at Tyler Perry for doing it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was you mad at Tyler Perry for doing it? He didn't
know,
care.
Tyler Perry definitely.
A lot of
as soon as he got in the
Tyler
game,
Perry ain't never
he
said
hired every black actor
See,
in
I don't.
the world.
It's not like I'm like. I don't feel like it's like I'm not like angry or like I just kind of disagree about it. Like it wouldn't be me. Like if I like I know I'd be like creating shit like that, and like sometimes like I'd be creating my little skits, and sometimes I'd be seeing like I need more like variety, or sometimes I need more.
Why do you feel like you need variety?
Right. Why? Yeah.
Because I think it's important to have that, because I don't want to just be speaking to one crowd.
And I understand that, but look the way he came out.
That was a good answer.
He didn't come out, and that's why you gotta understand though, and that's why the platform that he's on now, the way he went about it was correct, because okay, he had to show Key and Peele whatever, he was funny, blah blah blah. Then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a real movie." People are like, "Okay, I know this guy. Let's see what he got." You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
When he brings Get Out obviously is black, is charged to the African Americans. However, the casting was mostly white, so he took it in a way that where people would understand it, where everybody could go see it. You could go see it with Marcus, or you could go see it with Jimmy, or you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. Whoever you wanted to see it with. You know what I'm saying?
And I wanted to see it. It was a gang. It was a gang of white people right behind.
Yeah, and the way he went around it, if he would have dropped us first, then it might not work.
It was, man. Like,
because think about it, if you switched.
And then we went to a restaurant. I think those same white people were sitting right behind us.
Yeah,
we all ended up talking about the movie. And shit. But at first, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little awkward though. Like, yo, we probably shouldn't be talking to them.
What you
do you think it would have been as readily accepted if he would have dropped us first? That's what I'm saying.
I guess not.
That's what I'm saying. He did it correctly with Get Out first, and then us now.
But
you can't tell him nothing now. What we gonna do? Stop saying the movies?
And then he already was ready. He already was in a position and ready for the crossover audience with Key and Peele, of course.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the comedy on Key and Peele was definitely interracial as hell. But it was nicely presented. Yeah.
It was what they wanted to do with the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
He pretty much did Chappelle show the way
exactly.
Comedy Central wanted Chappelle to do it. That's why he left. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the thing. And I heard him before I saw Key and Peele.
Chappelle, you ain't ever hear him say, like, now I got to sit back and watch Key and Peele.
Do my show.
Yeah. That's crazy, because before I watched Key and Peele, I was like, bro, this some, because I heard white people talking about it. That's what kind of, I was like, bro, like, what is this
Some
Key and
of it
Peele?
is corny, but it is some.
But it's got some good.
It got some good skits. It do got some.
Right.
It is a real funny.
And they slip in the black skits, like the ones that is like charged to us very well, strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like the one about the slave auction, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they got the two. They dress up as they almost funny too. But they dress up as racist white men, and they sit at the bar and they say only like nice things. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. Those black people work hard. But they're dressed up as like redneck white people at a bar. So like you wouldn't think that they were saying. So it's opposite. You know, those Hispanics working, taking all the jobs. I'm glad they take those jobs, man. It's funny.
Yeah, man. They was clever though.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, so did y'all hear that song? Have y'all heard that song? That's like a country song, but it's not really a country song.
That's so crazy because my
in my
friend knows
hotel room, I got it.
It's like a hood country song.
Yeah. So apparently, that song a couple of days ago has been taken off of the Billboard because it was trending on the country Billboard. It was taken off of Billboard because it didn't fit the
Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. It didn't fit all the what did they say?
Music,
Yeah,
criteria.
they didn't say it didn't have full material of what would be a full country song. So
what was full? I thought it was just local content.
It's made by it was made by a rapper named Lil Nas X. He's not really a country singer. He's a rapper, but the song was country that he created. All his other songs are not of the country genre.
But it had
so what about
808s and hi-hats in it, right?
But it had, it did. But
so
what was the difference in Nelly? What he did?
I know, right? Nelly was never on country music charts, though, was he?
With that song he had with Garth Brooks, was it on?
I think.
Look how I turned. Look how I turned to Drew for confirmation.
Why do you gotta look at Drew?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know the information too.
No. The fact that I went there.
Listen to hip hop anyway.
Listen, the fact that I automatically went there is like, what's wrong with the world? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, Drew,
I think Nelly did like a remix of. What was that Florida Georgia Line song?
Yeah, he did.
I hate that song.
Yeah, no, it was trash.
But yeah,
he did.
He went off on that shit though. So, like far as his career. Like,
right. Yeah.
Trajectory.
So man, Nelly is the only like if you do happen to go to like an all white establishment that plays like a lot of pop music and stuff that don't play in our club. They will always play Nelly though, bro. Like
white people love Nelly. White people love Nelly. No, they always have. For real. Yeah. Speaking of, he's gonna be opening for J. Cole at the festival, the Dreamville Festival. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's got 30 whole minutes.
Does that mix? Is that mixed well?
No, I don't think so. I don't know why he's there. Number one, he must needed a check. I don't know.
I mean, I like Nelly, but I ain't trying to hear him.
Not for 30 minutes. For 30 whole minutes.
Nelly got change clothes hits.
He's doing.
You know what change clothes hits is, right?
No.
It's like when you can, pretty much, you got so much material that's like hit music that you got to go back and switch it up.
Yeah.
You got to go on the backstage. Like I don't know if Nelly got change clothes hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that you can just
dim down.
Quick.
No, like you could.
I don't know.
He got to go change his clothes and come back and give us another visual.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like give us like.
He might though, but we just. He might, but we just
don't have the much.
Yeah, like right, Nelly, when he was hot now.
Yeah, but
he was. He definitely was.
What you got?
I don't know.
So,
I wouldn't say he do.
Out of the ones I know, maybe he could change one outfit. Maybe like he could do 3 and then change and then do another 3.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff about 6 together though.
It's about 6 of them that I could say. That was probably a hit like far as on the line.
That is not the only Nelly song you know.
I mean,
down, baby.
No street in a range.
Now if he had the St. Lunatics, he might got covered.
And then
you can always do Air Force One.
Yeah. I'm about to say, and then your grill. I want to see your grill.
Yeah.
Your grill.
And what's the one that was on Bad Boys?
Was it?
Oh, the one with from the Bad Boys soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. It was a song Nelly had on the soundtrack of Bad Boys.
She is tripping.
No, Nelly did it right there. I didn't think Nelly was born when that came out.
Right.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West.
You tripping.
All right,
but for real, but back to this topic real quick. We got a little off topic. No, you tripping. We're going to let you have it because of what today is. All right?
Today's her birthday, guys. She's a little tipsy. You want some more of that Ciroc?
I'm not tipsy. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Go get you some more Ciroc.
They don't even know what's in my cup. What's in my cup?
So do you think it was racially charged, though?
I mean,
the reason why it was. You know
they probably. I ain't gonna say racially charged.
The content was country though. The content was country.
I ain't gonna say racially charged. I will say they probably didn't want their genre tainted.
Yeah. With the 808s.
With the 808s.
Right. There you go.
But I guess technically that's racist. But I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like that's how they try to do it. No hats allowed.
Yeah, no hats and Jordans. Like, why can't I? But I can wear Adidas, but I can't have my Jordan. Right. Specifically Jordan.
Right. Yeah. No baseball cap. We're at a stadium.
I thought it was a little
We're at the stadium. Right. No eyebrows today, brother. What the fuck? They got to find a way to get us out of there. That's all it is. No baggy clothes.
No fades.
No baseball cap. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to have a brush cut all the way around.
Exactly. Like, no dreads.
Like that guy, he's good. That guy's good.
Yeah, no dreads. Like they do this.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, they do it to us in all those ways. No dreads. Oh, your hairstyle. No cornrows. Men can't have braids.
If you go downtown Raleigh, so every time I go home, bro, when I go out with my homeboys, we go to the bars. I don't really club like that no more.
See, now
I'm to the bars.
I'm about to be
Jordans. You can't wear Jordan. I can't wear Jordans.
I'm about to be brutally honest, bro.
No Timbs. That was the first one. No Timbs.
Be brutally honest.
No work boots.
I prefer those clubs where they do all of that shit.
I do have.
Well, like no Timbs.
I'm too old for the ratchet clubs.
Hey man,
Hispanic clubs be lit, but
I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah, man, cause like man. Why we can't just have a good ass time, man? Niggas want to try to be hard, man. Like, you see all these bitches? Like, my bad.
Oh, you talking about in our clubs?
We gonna bleep the bitches out. But you see all these women?
You talking in our clubs? Yeah,
in our clubs,
yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
So I do kind of prefer the ones where they do all of that.
Yeah, I go to the bars now, bro. We go to Cornerstone. Look, right down the
like,
Raleigh, bro. That jump be lit.
Now I'm too old to club
Monday night for me.
Yeah, to the bars. Yeah.
Now I'm too old to club anyway. I'm like, God damn, my knees.
Right. That's crazy.
Facts.
But anyway,
my goddamn knees.
So they didn't want their
got no place to sit
to be tainted. You think that's the way you look at it?
That'd be the thing. No place to sit.
Yeah, we kind of wild. But nah, they don't want their genre to be tainted.
Yeah.
Which is kind of racist, but kind of not. All right, so it's the same exact thing with the club situation. All right. I know I keep going back to that.
Yeah, no.
At one time, me and my boys was hanging out pretty heavy, right?
Yeah.
We found a club that had a good mix of white, black, Asians, Mexican, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Culturally diverse.
Of course, they had a dress code, all of that good stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened, though. We started telling other people about this club. I'm sure all the other black people who was in there started telling other people about this club.
Oh, man.
Then after a while, it just became the ratchet spot.
Oh, man.
What's happened to Green Street?
Damn.
Yeah, that happened to Green Street, too.
Yeah.
Green Street was like culturally diverse. Like, it was like, you go in there, it was like more, you see more white people than anything. You know what I'm saying?
So I ain't gonna lie, I like a club with a good mix. And so,
yeah, me too.
Sure,
I'll be going to the.
I'll
I'm
pop
tell
out
you,
the Ratchet
like,
Club every now and then, but
as
the
far as
Ratchet
country
Club-
music goes, they probably like, nah, we don't need to make this a
With
thing.
the 808s and the
So now, all right. So after he do it, his song is blowing up, it's trending. Everything.
Don't give him
He
no
at the Top
keys.
of the country charts. What's gonna happen next, bro?
Facts. Somebody else gonna do it.
Somebody else. Yeah, that's true. Well, you gonna get Tim McGraw like, all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop on these 808s.
Give me the bass. Give me the bass, Jimmy. Let's get it. This is what the young kids like, huh?
Right.
All right.
They'll be hiring drummer boy to make their country
for
beats.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Zaytoven on the track.
Mike Will made it.
That'd be crazy.
I think that would be dope, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
It would be hard.
I don't think they want.
We don't always get accepted the same way. We want to accept other
But
things.
that
You know what
in
I'm saying?
itself could be a key to a lot of other issues that we have with our culture divided.
Right.
That would be an entryway into like helping us get next to each other for
really have
for
these
the
conversations, man.
racism to stop.
Right.
Because that's what we talked about earlier. Like there's so much separation and understanding, and it's really that's all it is. Sometimes it just need to be dialogue.
And we've seen bits and pieces, and we've seen people try, but it's got to be like on a more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like we said, Nelly with that song was fire.
Yeah.
That song was fire. We saw Jay-Z do it with Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember
Maroon
that.
5.
David, you know what I'm saying?
Kanye, yeah.
So I mean,
But it's crazy.
Beyonce,
like,
Maroon 5, like they still doing it.
I guess with race it's such an uncomfortable conversation that both parties are never really willing to be very open about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
As far as that goes. But anyway,
That's true.
what else we got?
All right, we almost out of here, y'all. But we got our crazy story of the day, real quick. Crazy story. You know, little drum roll. You know, crazy story of the day. So a man was put on probation, and so for 4 years he is unable. The judge ordered him that he was unable to drink Pepsi.
I did hear
Why?
about that.
Hold up. Why you can't drink Pepsi?
My man went to prison for nothing that had to do with that. Apparently, he said that he drinks caffeine too much, and then he does certain things, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But he got put on probation for breaking in and entering. That's what he got put on.
And Pepsi made him do it.
And and he said, no, for real. He said his caffeine, you know what I'm saying, make him act crazy, make him bounce around. So the judge said, all right, cool. So you are not able to drink that for 4 years straight. Probation for 4 years.
So
could y'all do that? Is there a favorite
Hell
drink?
yeah, I could do it.
Is there a favorite drink that you have that you like, bro? I couldn't, bro.
Nah.
I couldn't do it.
That
Maybe
over
coffee,
gel
but I've been
shit.
slowing
He
down.
said
on
Dr.
coffee.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Drew said Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper
Good,
is
good.
like
Dr. Pepper is my go-to.
I don't really
It has
drink.
caffeine in it too. Why didn't they like?
Yeah.
That's
All
what
Why didn't they
caffeine.
just say
should've
you
been-
can't
He was
have
saying
caffeine?
when I drink Pepsi, it made me act up. It made me
Alright,
do
so
this.
are they
No more Pepsi.
are they gonna be able to
Drew
test
on the
them? Test them for life?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about it, but it's.
Is there a piss test for that?
Somebody,
You violated probation.
But
You
right,
sipped some Pepsi.
right.
It says caffeine is in your system.
Look,
Right.
probation officer gonna be like, let me smell your breath. Come here.
Right.
Like, spit in the cup. Let me see if you've been drinking.
Buying a pack of Pepsi.
Let me see if you've been
the other
drinking
day
Pepsi.
is-
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's like a
I don't
lot
know how they
of.
gonna track that, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's
that's just funny to me that,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
funny.
that he said Pepsi. you know
Where
what I'm
was
saying?
this?
He's
Where
21
did
years
this
old.
happen?
not
This
Coke
was
though.
in Hawaii of all places.
Okay.
Not
It was
Coke
in Hawaii
though.
of all
Hawaii.
places, which is crazy. So I thought that was funny.
Dang.
Real quick. Yeah, so what about alcohol? Could y'all do alcohol for 4 years? No alcohol for 4 years.
I don't drink anyway.
I don't care
If the
about
judge
drinking.
say, "Yo, no alcohol,
I
nothing,"
See,
could.
that would be tough because I'm a social drinker, but
She ain't a baby.
I'm a
She ain't
social
I definitely don't
drinker.
think
She gonna forget.
social.
yeah, she would forget.
She'll forget. Oh snap! I ain't supposed to be drinking, but bitch, I'm lit.
But I don't know.
I don't think I've
mean,
seen you on this show one time without a drink. And
You
I guess
see
it's
that?
his social because we are talking. However,
We at work.
We at work at the same time. Thank you.
Cool. She get
I had a water bottle one time.
Yeah.
But no, look.
You did have a water bottle one time.
I'm a very sociable drinker. I don't have to have liquor, but I do tend to like want them at events. Like that's
Want
the first
shots
thing
or
on my
what?
mind.
Mixed drinks? What?
I do shots, beer. I don't never really lean towards mixed drinks because they don't be getting me drunk, and I be feeling like I'll be wasting my money. But
I feel you.
Yeah, I guess only
I personally,
occasions.
I don't even really
Okay.
like being drunk.
So, Surreal, I got a question for you then.
What?
Weed for 4 years.
I can do it actually.
No weed for 4 years.
I actually can do that, bro.
If we live in California where, you know what I'm saying, it's legal, the judge's like, yo, nah, the weed got you tripping, bro. Boom.
I actually
4
can
years.
do that,
That's
bro.
wild. You can do that?
Yeah, I can.
You could do
I
that?
actually,
I really
actually don't smoke as
Let's start
often as
now.
y'all think, bro.
Let's start now.
Huh?
Let's start now.
For 4 years? You can start now and do 4
I haven't
years.
even been smoking recently as of right now.
Damn. Okay, Surreal.
Yeah,
we got to get a clap sound effect in there. Oh, you know, real quick.
What about you? No YouTube for 4 years.
No, you too?
That's
What
an
am I,
addiction.
kid?
That's an
I
addiction.
do. Hold on.
That's
We
an
can't
addiction.
start now. I gotta go to a bachelor party next week.
All right, it's gonna be lots of
After
weed there.
that,
I'm not saying that. I can't.
Our top 5 for the Billboard.
Oh yeah, we might have to edit that bachelor party out because I don't know if we're supposed to be partying that hard according to
Oh, Lord.
oh,
The
we
other
partying
side.
hard.
according to the significant other.
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah. We went bowling.
Facts. That's funny. No, funny. I know y'all remember, what's that movie where they had a stripper with Tay Diggs in it? With
Brother,
Best Man? Is that Best Man?
Best
yeah,
Man.
Yeah, Best Man.
yeah. But anyway, so real quick, Billboard top 5 for hip hop and R&B. Sunflower is back at number 1 from the Spider-Man soundtrack. Number 2 is Wow by Post Malone. Number 3 is Please Me by Cardi B, which dropped down one spot. Cardi B and Bruno Mars. And then number 4 is Middle Child by J. Cole, which is back up to number 4.
Right.
And then Going Bad is number 5, which slid into number 5. Out.
Y'all see the video for Going Bad?
No.
I haven't seen it
Thought
yet.
that joint is pretty dope.
Yeah,
Is
it
it?
was. It
I'm
was
sure
hard.
it is.
That
I'm
shit
sure
was
it
going
is.
back.
It was on some like ape shit type shit. They was on some
Yeah.
big
For
money
real?
mafia type.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that
Yeah.
joint. I know they had some bad joints in there. I know they
Nah,
I
it was
mean, it ain't
just
even about that.
it was
It's
like
it's
the
it's
crew, like
cinematography.
it was like
Oh,
yeah,
it was
a
a
vibe,
it was just well put
Dope.
together.
power move
But was
like
some bad
type.
joints in there? Is my question.
Nah, it was all dudes.
Nah.
Damn.
You see 2 Chainz video?
Yeah. From
From Rule the World?
yeah.
No.
That was pretty
Which one? What, Ariana Grande?
No,
No.
no,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no.
I know
I
you
ain't
ain't
seen
seen it. We know
I
that.
ain't see it.
No.
But anyway. And then for albums, number 1 is Juice WRLD, Death Race for Love.
Good album.
Number
I
2
like
is Hoodie Season, A Boogie with the Hoodie. Back up at number 2, which is cool. Beer Bongs and Bentleys is Post Malone at number 3, and then number 4 is Scorpion, which has risen back up from
Drake's?
Drake at number 4. And then number 5 is Astro World, which also has risen back up to number 5. So
What,
just
y'all
some
heard
more
the
drop albums
Why
right now.
has Scorpion?
y'all heard the Rich the Kid one? Is
Because
it Rich the Kid?
people don't got nothing else to listen to right now.
the
So
album.
we're in a little drought. We're in a little drought for albums. Your boy 2 Chainz slid though, boy. After debuting number 1, I don't even know where he at.
Drake
Oh,
is
he ain't
back
on there
at
no
number
more.
4.
I don't even know where he at.
That's all.
He at number
I'm still
20.
bumping
He
it.
slid to
Baby
number
Drake.
20. 2 Chainz.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really feel it.
What
though.
y'all-
It was
yeah.
You didn't
cool.
feel which one?
2
2
Chainz.
Chainz?
Yeah.
I actually did, man.
Which after
You like to-
I liked
I gotta
it,
listen to,
I
like,
liked it at face value,
at
but
face
after
value,
real
yeah,
keep
yeah.
listening to, it's not something I can keep.
All right,
Yeah.
so the ones I'm still playing, it's probably about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
That ain't a good
that's not
album.
good
That's
album,
why I
bro.
slid.
I only got 2 or 3 of mine.
That
Like I
album
still
is
listen.
good
The
though.
World
I'm
Is
just
Yours
saying.
too?
I'm just saying the ones I go to when I'm in the car.
Yeah.
I gotta download it.
But like I can listen to the whole album.
If somebody
Except
was
for
playing
the
it.
only song that I skip, like if I'm going whole album wise, is that one with I'ma buy you some diamonds or whatever.
Yeah, that shit ass.
I ain't really like that.
Yeah,
one.
that's your ass for sure. So real quick, y'all, let's get some social media around the table before we get out of here.
All right, so one more time for you guys. My name is Cora Liv.
Birthday.
Birthday girl. You can also catch me at cookie_crumb on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And follow me, don't forget.
Facts. For sure, I am the radio guy. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at RADIOGUI with the underscore at the end. That's also Instagram is the same and everything else, man. I'm the radio guy on Facebook too. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
And Surreal, that's the Phantom 336. Spell it out for you again. That's with a DA at the beginning. FANTOM 336. on all social media. Make sure you also follow NuMainstream.
Facts.
And that's where the NU, new, like new being like the kings and queens you are, mainstream.
Make sure you download the app, man.
All of that, yes.
Download the app. We're on Spotify as well as iTunes.
Don't forget YouTube.
Apple Music, Google Play. There's no excuse why you shouldn't have us and be rocking with us, man. So
we out here.
Thanks for listening.
Yep.
Deuces.